Testing.
Testing,
One,
testing,
two.
testing, one, two.
Testing.
Is this mic hot? Is it
Testing.
hot?
Are we
Testing.
hot? Are we
Is it
hot?
hot?
Is it
Testing.
hot?
1, 2.
Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Testing.
Testing, 1, 2.
They can hear us.
Oh, okay, wait. So wait, I
Okay.
got a really quick game. It's called quick. It's called quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say quick, and I'm gonna say name 3 something, right? Okay.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you say, so for you, so quick. Name 3 brands of soap.
Dove, Ivory, and Irish
Time,
Spring.
quick. Okay. So quick. Name 3 problems with dental problems. Go. Name 3 dental problems. Go.
Oh, you've got an abscess, you've got a cavity,
Quick,
and
quick,
you've got a punch in the mouth. Okay, what about you? Quick. 3 great...
Sports teams.
Quick.
The birds, the dinosaurs,
No.
and the okay.
God.
Dinosaurs. Listen, let's just forget this. Let's just get down to what we came here to do.
The last show of...
SmartLess!
Look at this.
So nice.
So fun.
You guys,
Hi.
it's our last...
You guys,
It's,
relax.
Sit
Relax.
down.
This guy owns a place.
They already see, yeah.
This guy owns a place. He's looking to bust some heads.
Yeah.
It's our last
It's
show
our
of the
last
tour.
show.
Wow.
Oh, we're gonna... This is it.
We're so excited that you guys wasted your money to come here tonight.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Right?
We're gonna try to put full dollar value in it.
Yeah.
We've got a pretty good guest. Not great.
Okay.
Not great. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But we've been on the road for the last couple weeks, and we went all over the country. And we started in D.C., and then we went to Boston, and we went to New York and Chicago and Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, for a taste.
We had an incredible special appearance
Bye.
By my sister Tracy.
Tracy. And I think that Tracy got a warmer reception than we did.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, thank you for coming here. We're going to sit down
Yeah,
and
yeah,
start
yeah.
the show.
You get there because
Yeah.
it's your guest.
Yeah.
There?
I don't care.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you haven't sat in the center since.
Since Conan.
Right. Oh wow! So
Yeah.
all the way back to Boston.
Yeah, thank you.
Wasn't it?
This is a great interview, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No. How did you get started in show business?
That's a great question. I wasn't expecting it out of you. Sorry, just before green. Oh.
What's your favorite color? So
they know.
They know. All right. So wait, people are so nice to come backstage and they say nice things all through this whole tour. Sometimes I do think I have a little bit of face blindness, of undiagnosed face blindness, because sometimes I really, truly don't recognize people and I make an ass out of myself. And so wait, quick story. I was remodeling my house and I came outside. Thank you. Oh, it doesn't get any gayer than remodeling your house. And and I walk outside, and this woman's walking down the sidewalk, and she goes, I love what you did with the house. I would love to see the inside of it sometime. And I'm like, who are you?
Right.
Like, I was like, okay, like, what am I supposed to do? And the conversation kind of went on. I was feeling very awkward, and I go, I'm sorry, do we know each other? She goes, it's Julio, your next door neighbor of 20 years. Oh. And and then the worst comeback you could ever come up with, I go, did you change your hair? You look so different.
That's gayer. That's gayer.
Yeah,
That's definitely gayer.
Oh, and another one, this is why I think I have it, because another one during Will and Grace, remember Tracy Lords, the porn star?
Sure.
No. No.
Okay.
Did I say sure?
You did really quickly.
I said it pretty fast.
Yeah.
I was a little fast. Are we still rolling? Can we go back?
Yeah.
So she ventured into, talking parts in acting, like.
She talked quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
So she, I didn't know. Anyway, so she came on as a guest star in Will and Grace, and I'm such an idiot. She sat down. I literally said, "Oh my God, I loved you in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle." I thought she was Rebecca De Mornay. And she looked at me like, excuse me? And I didn't even say anything. I'm like, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get some water. And because somebody's like, that's not Rebecca De Mornay.
What else? Are you happy to be done with the tour, both of you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy and sad.
Huh?
I'm happy and sad.
What's
is what
the
I
happy
said.
part?
The happy part is that the happy part is the.
You get to
We're really
rest for a
searching
second.
for the happy part.
No.
Because he's going.
No.
Sean is about to go on the road for 7 months to go do a play tomorrow, and he's been doing all of this for his final week before.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's
Now,
very nice.
Anybody here see Promises, Promises?
No, that's very nice of you to say. It's called Good Night, Oscar. It opens at the Goodman Theater in Chicago, and then Broadway after that. That's nice of you to say. No, I'm happy because I feel like it was a success. I had a great time with you guys. I feel very happy that we did it, but sad because it'll be gone.
Yeah, it could have really been a shit show, right? I mean, we didn't know we still don't know what the hell we're doing, and to think that people would be engaged and entertained for a half hour or full hour with us talking is stunning. And we might be blowing it right now, right? We were doing so good up to here.
I know.
It went really
well. Did you black
well.
out? Did you black out for a second?
I'm still out.
Yeah.
But I think we may have pulled it off without a real stinker.
I have one more embarrassing face blindness story. Can I just share?
Yeah, of course.
So I went
double
to the
back.
I went to it's serious. I went to the premiere screening of Transparent. Remember that TV show?
Sure.
Transparent? And it was it was before it was on TV. It was a special event. You could watch the first 2 episodes. Like, oh my God! I walk up to what's his name?
Take your time.
Duplass. Jay Duplass.
Yeah.
Jay Duplass is an amazing actor, right?
Sure.
And I walk up to him, I'm like, oh my God, you were so great. You were so amazing. And he's like, and I'm like, no, it's such an incredible show. I can't believe nobody's ever tackled this subject. I just went on and on and on. And I was like, you're so great. And Scotty, my husband, grabs my arm. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you later. He's like, okay. He goes, that's Molly Shannon's husband, Fritz. And I was like, oh my, and I know Fritz very well. So,
obviously.
Yeah. And then I was like, do I say something to Molly and Fritz or do I not? Oh my God, it's gonna be so embarrassed because every time I see her, then it's gonna be in the back of her. You know what, I'm gonna email her. I was like, oh my God, Molly, I can't believe I thought Fritz was Jay Duplass. And she emailed me back, she's like, we cannot stop laughing on the car ride home. It was pretty bad.
We're getting old. We're getting
Yeah.
old, and the brain starts to go.
You guys are. I don't have any. Yeah.
You still play. You play.
I still play like 35 to 37.
Right. You really do.
I don't make the rules, dude.
You have no socks on, or do you have those weird sort of hide, the socks that just hide in the bottom of the shoe?
No. No seams?
Yeah.
Right? No.
Prove it to me right now.
Okay.
Oh.
So.
Because those are not a good look, those little things. Isn't that what, when a woman goes to try on shoes at a shoe store, high heels, they've got those little things in there?
Well,
that, like
men
those,
too, dude.
Well, it looks like
not
a
high heels.
It looks
Well,
like
not
a
high, but they have those little like temporary socks for everybody.
And it's not a good look for men. You either got to go without socks or put them on.
Who likes the no socks look? Anybody? Thank you. That was like 20 people.
Good for you. I can't pull that off. Good for you.
It's just, it's a very unique look. I'll just say
look.
that.
It looks like a pump, feels like a sneaker.
I don't know the reference.
It was a commercial where women are playing basketball in their high heels. Yeah.
But what was that from?
It was some shoe company. I don't know.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together. We have a lot of fun with you guys, knowing that you guys are having fun with us. That's a true story.
Thanks for listening to our garbage.
And truly, we really mean it when we say we can't believe it. We're truly humbled, and that you want to, get involved with us and laugh at all the stupid shit we talk about, because that's what we do all the time. And we're really happy to be back here with you guys, with our family and friends, a lot of whom are here tonight.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to do a show back here in our hometown We wanted to do a show that really was representative of how great we feel and how grateful we are for you guys and for our friends. So with that in mind, our guest tonight is someone that we all hold dear to our hearts and we love very much. He's just the funniest. He's such a good friend of ours. We just love him to death. And these guys, for the first time, we all know who the guest is because we're at the end of the tour and we've invited our really good friend, our pal, the hilarious, the kind, the generous, the amazing Mr. Jimmy Kimmel.
How sweet. Thank you, thank you. Oh, hey now.
Yeah!
Oh, thanks.
Jimmy Kimmel!
I appreciate it. Hi, guys.
You know, I mean, this guy knows how to do it. We got to get some pointers.
I feel
at
like
least.
that. I mean, that was a really nice intro, and don't think I don't appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but it did feel a little bit like when like somebody's inviting their cousin to your house, and you're like, no, he's such a great guy.
Right,
You
right.
love him so much.
Right.
Don't be an asshole
No,
to
but
him.
the truth is that we mean it. And,
Well, thank you.
and
Yes,
we
it's
love
true.
you, and you're just.
Well, I love you guys
Yeah.
too, and I have to say this is very exciting for me because I've never seen Jason up this late. And by the way, if at
I
some
got
point
15
during the
minutes left.
podcast he just gets up and leaves, don't be surprised. It's
Yeah.
what he
Yeah, yeah.
does
Yeah.
every single time.
And
Scale
he makes
one.
no bones about it, too, right? He'll just get up and leave. And
I
he and
love that.
Amanda will often come to dinner or whatever, we all know, in separate cars.
Yeah.
So that he's got an escape pod.
Last night.
He
Last
lies. He's also a liar.
Yeah.
Sure.
He lied to me last night. But it's funny that this is the big surprise. I saw you guys last night. I'm going to see you again tomorrow.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
I
really
know, I know.
another day.
It's very
great
special.
merch, by the way.
Oh,
so great.
It's
this
subtle,
stuff,
right?
Which mall kiosk did you get this made at? And I have to say, I made fun of the hats, but I didn't know Zazzle was making motel keychains.
I don't listen.
The keychains, by the way, guess whose idea the
Bullshit.
keychains were?
That was
Yeah.
They
Was it
were.
really? Was it
would
really?
use
No,
this?
no.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. I may have said, now it's coming back to me. I may have said key fob. That's like a motel.
Oh, even better.
What key fob?
What key
What are you
fob?
like, oh, I have a Toyota Highlander. I need a 2018 key fob.
To keep up to somebody's gym?
That's
key fob.
I'm gonna destroy my marriage and cheat on my wife key fob. Like, what is
Yeah, yeah.
that?
Wait, what's happening?
Well, but that's like terrible.
Oh, there we go.
There's a key fob for the audience.
A key fob is decorative.
So
It's-
last night,
Yeah.
Jason,
I left before.
I
you
left
came.
too.
I
I
pulled.
did.
I pulled a Bateman, so I missed you.
I gotta be. Honestly, I was surprised that you guys weren't there, and I thought, wow, this is really shitty of Jimmy and Molly not to be here
Yeah,
tonight.
see, he
Well-
took off before even I
I was
did.
tired.
we came late.
It was.
But
It was.
it's fine.
It was a dinner thing.
So did you, yeah.
But Jason, when you were, I was walking in, and then moments later you were leaving.
Because I heard you were there. I'm like,
You
no.
said, and correct me if I misunderstood this because I was trying to figure this out with my wife. You said, I said, you're leaving, obviously. And you said, yeah. I said, is Amanda, your wife, going with you? And you said, yeah, we rode together. And then you left. And then about 45 minutes later, there was Amanda. And I said, Jason, she's like, no, we came in separate cars.
I don't remember saying that. I'm not saying that I didn't.
Well,
But
well,
I
you
don't
never know
I
what
don't-
stage of the gummy that you're getting.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
It was deep into the gummies. No, I don't know what I'm saying when I'm leaving because I'm just trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
But and not be like the dick that's saying goodbye and wrecking the thing.
I learned that from you, though. By the way, what time did you get there last night?
Late. I got
Sorry,
there late,
guys, we'll be
yeah.
right with you.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I got.
Oh, you have mugs too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buy all this shit you want. So, Jimmy, you were on our show quite early on, not as early as you should have been, which was a big bone of contention. But as we
was,
explained
yeah.
when you were on the show,
Yeah.
the three of us, nobody knew who to ask, and it became one of those like, well, when are we gonna? Well, who's gonna have Jimmy on?
Right.
So it was quite late. But you were on early, and you were an early.
It's called being taken for granted.
Yes.
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 We can always get Jimmy. Let's take a swing at something. Yeah.
But you were an early listener, and you were somebody who had
right.
a lot of notes.
I did, yeah. I did. I still do.
This
Yeah.
this interview, you're out here tonight. We are interviewing you, but we really want to know what you think about our podcast.
Yeah, how we doing?
So it's kind of about us.
Well, I will be happy to share my notes. And first of all, I love the podcast. Honestly, no kidding around. I love listening to it. It's great because I have to say, I don't think you need guests. I don't think that
Thank you. Thank you.
need me here.
Thank you.
Thank
Right?
you. Everybody,
Thank you.
Jimmy
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel.
Exactly. Good night, everybody. I love hearing you guys bust each other's balls. I love hearing the stories. I love when you guys pretend to use the products in the commercials. I love that. So, you know,
Wait, you have some more. Wait, I
wait,
want-
are you?
like I know Will's designing his own couch at home.
Yeah, of course, with all form. Don't be a dick.
Did you know they make mattresses now?
Yes.
It's so crazy, right? They're so comfortable.
Wait, which one do I have? I've got the organic hemp stuffed with hay or something in it.
You fight with your daughter over the fake chicken McNuggets.
Yeah. Did I say that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Listen, the checks are clearing, you guys.
Do you, Jimmy?
You know what the truth? Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Oh, no. I was going to ask a real question.
Well, I just want to just before we finish the commercial thing, it should be noted that we actually do legit use. I'm not trying to buy back for the advertising. I'm really not, but we weirdly, legitimately do use a bunch of
Three
stuff.
quarters of them, I think, is fair.
Yeah, we won't say which ones we do.
Of course you do.
That would be
Of course
foolish.
you do.
Thank you.
Will designed these shoes on allform.com. Enter SmartLess 20 for a 20% discount.
Hey,
All right.
hey, they like our ad reads.
Let me go through the rest of the show. And this is not something we had planned, but I do have some thoughts on it.
Okay.
One of my favorite moments in the show is right at the beginning when one of you introduces his guest. And the guest is sometimes fantastic and sometimes, I mean, they're usually pretty good. You know, they're at least usually pretty good.
Sometimes not so great.
But there is a moment where the person who brought the guest is all on board, and then the other two are decided. There's two things going through the other two's mind, which is number one, if the guest is interesting, what were they in? What am I going to say to this person? And then the other one is trying to mask your disappointment. So there's always like a moment of
There's a lot of tension. And there's also, if you listen carefully, there's a Google search going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, sure. You know, what are you going to do?
Well,
And-
Will had the Formula, what is it? Formula 41? Formula 1?
just one.
Just one? Yeah, and
Daniel Ricciardo, which
Daniel
was a great
Ricciardo,
episode.
right.
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, and I was like, oh my God, Daniel Ricciardo. This is amazing.
Ricky Ricardo.
Oh, he races cars. Oh, yeah, it was something like that.
The word car was right in his name the whole time. So I also believe that there's more that can be done. And I know you guys are all very busy, but I think I would love to see a segment at the end of the show where you just you read emails from your listeners.
Yeah.
Yes, we
And
have to do
then-
that. We talked about that.
Great, done.
Yeah, done. We talked about that.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
But have you met people?
These are good people here. I mean, look at this. These
Yes.
people.
Yeah. No,
paid-
these people are good.
Good save, Will. I think that was a
How
good
crazy
save.
is this?
That was a
I remember when you guys started this podcast and
Yeah.
you were talking about it, and the big thing was most of the discussion was Bateman complaining about having to pay an editor to do this, and he's like, you know, we're doing this on our own. You know, we're funding this whole thing, and I'm thinking, what are they funding? Zoom is free. Microphones are $400.
Yeah.
And how much could you be paying the editor? I mean, look
Now,
at
I
this
will
merch.
say, you brought up a very good point. The fellas that make this thing fly,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you should thank right now,
Who are here tonight.
Here tonight.
Rob Armyard,
Bennett Barbacoa.
And Michael Grant Terry.
Stand up and
Where are
say
you guys? Put
hand
the
up.
house lights up.
Where are you?
Where are they? Where are they? I can't see them.
You can't see them. They're here, though.
They're here somewhere.
Without them, we'd have nothing.
Yeah.
I like that we're like, put the house lights up. The guys are like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Putting the house lights up.
But what about a podcast of your own? Are you sick of talking to people?
No, I don't need a podcast, but this is enough.
Wouldn't you like a show where you can talk to people, though, and interview them and stuff?
You know what I mean?
It would be fun. It would be nice to. You know what I really like to do is to plug people's projects. That's my
Now, let me
passion.
Imagine,
serious
like when you were a kid. When you were a kid, you were like, God, I just wish I could get to plug in.
I wish, you know what? I wish I could tell. I know there's no such thing as a Netflix yet, but if there is one day.
Would you guest host this?
Oh, this
How
is
do
the
I
best.
say this?
This is my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
The longest questions in the world. But not just the longest questions in the world, but also they're multiple choice.
And wait, and sometimes they're answered within the question.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the multiple choices are not A, B, C, and D. They are just A and B.
Yeah.
But what if?
Buckle up.
What about if I hosted your show for a week while you did this for a week, then he did your show for a week, you did this. Like, would you do this for 3 weeks and we took turns doing yours?
100%, of
Because
course.
Oh, right.
I'd
Of
love,
Are you sick of this already?
nothing would make me happier than hosting your show for a week. To me, you have the best job in the world. I've
Oh, really?
always
Well,
wanted
We'll
to
get
do
you a
it.
week right now if you'll commit to it. I think
Yes,
July.
100%. Why don't we do SmartLess month? Yeah.
Right?
Why not?
You just look like you're always having so much fun.
Yeah.
You're
Really?
so,
Do
honestly,
I really? Look at this face. Does
No,
this look like
but
I'm
you're
having
so
fun?
Is he not like so comfortable up
Yeah.
there? And it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
nice to like sit there in bed late at night. You just kind of rock us to sleep and we're out. And there's a.
It's
That
a
sounded like a
compliment. It's a
compliment,
compliment.
right?
I know.
I know it's a compliment.
Yeah.
And I would take it as I would feel very touched if I didn't know for a fact that you are sound asleep at 9:45 every
But
night.
I got one of those TiVos.
You're right. He is a liar.
Yeah, he's a liar. And yeah, we should have known this from when you were a child actor. We really should have known it.
Now you've been doing your show for so long, and
Are
obviously.
you talking about Bateman or me?
No, you.
Oh.
And I've heard rumors that you're going to be done in a year. I've heard other rumors that you're going to do for 7 more years. Like, what are you
Let's
feeling?
make some
How are you
news,
feeling?
Jimmy. Right here, right now.
You know, it is funny how interested people on like when I'm going to leave already.
Because the
It's-
three of us are.
No,
are
because we
vying to
hope
take over.
you'd never leave.
Yeah, that's what people say, but I think it's like if we were at just a party right now and you guys kept asking me when I was going to leave,
Right. Yeah.
it would be weird.
Yeah.
And I feel like that all the time now.
No.
Is this something you want to do forever?
What, forever?
Your show. Would you do it for the same amount of time you've been doing it?
I want to
Talk
die.
very
I want to
slowly.
Die
die
on stage.
on stage.
You want to die on live TV.
Wouldn't that be the best?
I mean, the ratings would be tremendous.
The show itself is pre-taped, right?
Yeah.
So what does ABC do if I die during the show?
Do they air
Do
it?
they run that night
Yes.
show?
Of course.
Sure. And
Has
they
anyone there
We want to
thought of-
see that.
Yeah,
Of
they
course.
tease the hell out of it.
Wait. How are you dying?
Massive heart attack.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because your chest just explodes at the desk.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that if you can do it during sweeps, it'd be fantastic.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, the end of sweeps. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do they do? I mean, I should probably set this up like a will where I tell them what my wishes are.
Right.
As if I were to die on the show. I once had an overdose of Advil on the show where my head, I know it sounds ridiculous,
What's
but
that?
it is possible.
What's that look like?
It looks like a pumpkin head. It looks like your
Wait,
head expands.
Why were you taking it?
Because it's delicious. Have you had an Advil? They're like
You know what?
M&Ms,
They
you
are.
know?
They're candy
There's a
coated.
sweetness to them.
Yes.
And they have a magic power that makes you forget how many you've already taken.
Yeah.
Did you really have a bad reaction to too
I had a
many?
very bad reaction, and the show was live at the time, and so I started losing my voice. I might be having it now. I started losing my voice, and then my head started to swell up, and by the end of the show, my head was really big.
Come on.
And I was introducing Rick Springfield. This was some time ago. And I've been on a long time now that I think of it. And
Tracy doesn't even need to fill in on this, right? Yeah, she's got it.
Exactly.
I did it, and then I went directly to Cedars-Sinai, to the hospital, to the ER.
Yeah.
And they were like, what did you do? And I said,
You
yeah.
saw Sean there.
I had
By the way,
we did. I have seen Sean at the ER.
Have you really?
yes.
Yeah. No. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took a friend of mine.
I took a friend of mine, too.
Exactly.
Sometimes we have a little double date. We go to the ER with our friends.
The cafeteria is delicious. But yeah, I was like sitting in a corner with my friend who was sick, and you were standing up there, and I was like, Jimmy? And you're like, Sean? And we're like, what's going on? And you're like, oh, I gotta go. I'm getting called in for your warm-up guy.
Yeah, my warm-up guy was having a panic attack and thought he was having a heart attack, so I had to take him in his
So
hospital.
you took Advil.
And you had a friend there who was a famous person. We shouldn't mention who it was.
Yeah.
And they were like,
But you will anyway.
They paid a lot of good money, Sean.
No,
Let's
I mean,
do
no,
it.
This person was staying with me, and I took her to the ER because she was having diverticulitis.
yeah,
Oh.
right,
Yeah,
right.
Yummy.
And I had a chat with the nurse, and I got you guys in.
Yes, you did.
And you
by
know what
the
the
way.
great thing
That's
is?
true.
The nurse let you cut ahead of some people who were bleeding. And I just, you know
Must
what
have
I
been
did?
a big fan.
I looked at the room, I sized it up, I saw these bleeding guys, I was like, what are they gonna really contribute to society? It's Thursday night at 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's
I mean,
right.
they're bleeding, they were probably up to no good. Let's get this
This
woman in the
situation.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
handle
Sean,
it.
how well do you know your way around Cedars?
Oh, like the back of my hand.
You do?
Absolutely.
For real?
Yeah, because here we go. I get AFib, right? So you know what atrial fibrillation is, right? Where your heart goes like this. Yeah, it's actually.
I don't know where we're going.
It goes like this. And so I'm like Norm from Cheers. I just go in there like, hey, Sean, come on right in. And they put propofol in, which is fantastic. And then they knock my heart back, and I go home. And it happens all the time.
They do that. Really,
Yeah,
with
they
the
do
paddles.
that. Yeah, one time it happened in New York, and they put me out, and I don't think they gave me enough. And I'm not kidding. They went and I woke up, and I go, this is amazing. Yeah, I thought it was the most incredible feeling in that moment.
Sean, do you have a nickname?
Sean, do you
No,
have
what
a
would my
nickname?
nickname be?
nickname?
Well, because I feel like I just came up with a great nickname for Sean.
Is it Paddles?
It's Paddles. It's Paddles. I mean, come on.
So good.
Do they say clear like they do in the movies?
I don't know. I'm out. But I
Do you
did
have
say
a set of paddles at home?
no. But I did say I maybe said this on the podcast. I don't know. But But the last time I went, this is fascinating. Forgive me if I already told you this. I went in there, and this is unbelievable. Never happened to me before. I'm there, and my heart is pounding, and I go on. I'm getting ready to go under, and the doctor says, "Okay, it's going in your veins now." I was like, "Oh my God!" And I start shaking, which is a whole other story because I have a side effect. So I'm going like this. I could be paddle shakes or something. And so he's like, "Just try to relax." I was like, "Okay." And then the nurse goes, "Did you feel it?" And I go, "What?" She goes, "The procedure." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, we already did it." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I time traveled. It was like 20 minutes. It was unbelievable. I've never experienced that.
That sounds fantastic.
That's Paddles for you.
Wow.
Hugging Paddles.
That's classic Paddles. Yeah.
I was trying to work on a joke of like the first time Bateman got laid that she was, like, what, it already happened? You know what I mean? But I'm not doing that.
I wish
Speaking
you
of
would.
Bateman
It would've been
getting-
funny.
Venue tonight.
Bateman getting late. I just want to say this.
Wait.
Jason Bateman might be the most interesting person I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Because first of all, And
I
you
think my
hear-
wife would disagree with that.
You hear little bits and pieces of the tales of the old days, which I was not around to witness, but it's like, you know, it's like you did play Teen Wolf, and it's like there was a...
Two.
Also.
Teen Wolf. Like,
Yeah, it was T-double-O. It wasn't
what they-
T-W-O. It was also.
in a way, you are Teen Wolf because you appear to be normal, and then there's this other guy who's this raging maniac, right? Right?
Yes, right.
You never met the maniac.
I did meet the maniac, but I didn't know the maniac. The maniac may have been doing something illegal backstage on the...
Oh, you did meet the maniac.
Yeah, I met the maniac, yeah.
Oh, God,
I
that's
just
right.
didn't know why the maniac was the maniac. You understand what I'm saying?
I think so.
We got paddles, and maybe Coke Wolf will be the character. Will be the character from now on. Oh. But that aside, I mean, that's a whole thing just right there, but...
Yeah, I remember that. I was there that night too with Andy Dick.
Were you there that night?
Yeah.
Wait
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah, with you, dude.
Wait, are you being serious?
On my
Yeah.
kid's life.
Yeah.
We went there together?
Sure we did.
We must dig up that clip
I know.
of your interview on the show that night and watch it together.
Yeah.
And perhaps do it on the podcast so others can enjoy as well.
This reminds me of the other time. I think we've already told this on the podcast. But
Yeah, so did we talk about the first time that I met Jason? And he said, no, second, we were doing Arrested Development. He's like, man, I wish we just, this is when he was still partying. He was like, I wish we had just partied together once now, because you don't party. I wish we just partied
because
together.
Will had shut it down. I was
Yeah.
still a year or
He's
two
like,
away
it would have
from
been
shutting it
awesome. We
down.
partied. I go, we did. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like 5 years ago, we went out, we had a big night, and you were with a friend of a friend, and he had done this show. We had a big night, and I remember he was so cool, because we went to this bar, we got all hammered, and then he not cool, but he got in his car, and he sped away, and I was like, this guy's a badass, you know? Like, he doesn't give a shit. He had a candle on his dashboard.
So
He had
bad.
a lit candle on his fucking dashboard.
Yeah, wait a minute. What? Wait.
I swear, I
Wait,
know.
wait,
Ask
why?
any questions you
Why?
want. Go ahead. Why?
Yeah, why? Why did you light a candle on your dashboard? Oh. Were your headlights out?
I don't know. I was driving a vehicle that had a dashboard that had a little cutout on top of it that just screamed, put a Rigaud candle on me. And
incredible.
that was just my roadie candle. What a fucking idiot. And I would light that thing, and it would be blazing on my dashboard while I'm driving when I shouldn't,
By the
so
way-
that the cops can see this dick's got a candle. I gotta pull. It's so stupid. Every night.
By the way, instead of mugs, instead of keychains, maybe dashboard candles. That's the SmartLess.
There you
That's
go.
great.
We sell a lot of those.
You're right.
That's a great idea.
So, but even the drugs aside,
Sure.
whenever I mention some weird random celebrity to Jason, it's become like a game that I don't know that he knows I'm playing. It's like a Bateman roulette. He has a great story about everyone.
All
Yeah.
the time. And actually, right before the show, we were upstairs, and somebody mentioned that Jason, right now, just because he's so handsome, we love him, and with his haircut right now, he's about to get a cut that he looks like Christy McNichol. So
Right?
we said,
You just said it.
and so of course the obvious question is, as we're all laughing, is, oh, by the way, hey, Bateman, do you know Christy McNichol? That's a legitimate question.
Sure.
He didn't, but he admitted that he had a huge crush on her.
Yeah.
And that,
Huge.
As
and
did
that
we
he had
all.
a dream about it. To get this,
Right.
he had a dream about her. And then he went jogging with his dad that morning after his dream, and he let his dad go ahead because as he was jogging, he was weeping,
It's like sixth grade.
Yeah, because
I had it bad.
crying.
What?
Anyway, I don't know,
So
man.
now I grow my hair out like her.
So
You went jogging with your dad?
Yeah. I was
Right, Sean?
I love that's your takeaway instead of the crime.
I don't know. I'm trying to imagine myself jogging with my dad, and I'm not seeing
By
anything.
the way, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, your dad?
Yeah.
Your dad did go jogging. He just went in a straight line.
Still jogging.
Still jogging.
Still running.
Still running away.
Yeah, still
and
running.
I can't catch up to him.
So
Anyway, he's got all these random people.
Yeah. So I wrote down some names, and I just figured I'd throw some by you
Oh
and see
my
Oh,
if
this
God.
is great.
you
Yeah.
know any of them. Mr. T.
I knew him pretty good.
Wait a minute.
Lay it out.
I don't know that. You did?
He knew him pretty good.
No
one knows him pretty good.
I mean, well, not great. Not great.
Well, the first place my head goes to child, adult. Why hanging out?
My mom became friends with
Mrs. T. She
Bloody
knew
Mary
she was
lady.
really good. She was tight with Mrs. T. Sure, go ahead.
my mother became friends with some personal trainer she met on a plane. She was a flight attendant, and he was Mr. T's trainer. And then Mr. T and I met, and then we rekindled when he was guesting on Different Strokes, which I was filming next door to. And that was sort of
Fantastic.
So that qualifies.
You know, I once saw Mr. T. I was getting on a plane in New York to come here years ago, and there was like a jam up at the front door, and it was because Mr. T and Flavor Flav were talking in the aisle really loudly. It was an incredible.
Is that true?
Yeah. It was an
He
incredible.
probably
moment.
wanted to know what time it was.
Well, he pitied the fool who didn't know what time it was. Go ahead.
All right. Bill Cosby.
Be careful.
Pass. No. I knew him only from when he was starting the Cosby Show, and we were in New York doing all the upfront sales for stuff.
Yeah.
I was on a show that was on NBC. Cosby Show was NBC. We were at the same table together, and we talked, and we had a good time.
These are boring stories.
Yeah, I don't have any dirt on
I didn't
Bill
say they're
Cosby.
good stories. I said he knows these people.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you know him for a long time, or?
No.
No. Okay.
One conversation, one table, a professional event.
Got it.
Okay.
Next question.
What about OJ? Simpson, specifically.
No, but I was at that Buffalo Bills game where he was on the sideline doing the reporting with what he was wearing the shoes that they zoomed in on, and I was there because I was buddies with Jim Kelly at the time, and he was playing quarterback
You
for
were
the
buddies with Jim
Buffalo
Kelly,
Bills.
Yeah,
the
this is
quarterback
gets better.
of the
This is
Buffalo
even-
Bills?
yeah.
Yeah, there's a good story there, but we don't have time.
Ronald Reagan. You ever meet Ronald Reagan?
I did not.
Oh, okay. I was going to go wild.
I know.
All right. Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah.
I went to school with Janet Jackson.
Are you serious?
We went to
We're on the Universal lot?
close. I went to this poor excuse for a school called Valley Professional School, where kids who are trying to make it in show business go, because it's only from 8 to 12, so you can go do auditions after 12. And it was like in a mini mall deep in the North Valley, and she went to school there. Some ice skaters went there. And that was just before the following year I went to a school called Heartlight, where
Neil Diamond School.
Turn on your hot light.
and this had nothing to do with Janet Jackson, but it's a good story. This school was very progressive, such that there were city days and country days. And the country days, you went to this dude's house in Calabasas. I had the greatest parents in the world, you guys. So you go to this dude's house Monday, Wednesday, Friday out in Calabasas, and you do some school. There's only like 6 kids in the whole school. And on city days, you get onto this bus, a full school bus, that the back half was converted into school desks. and the front half are regular seats because you'd go and you'd visit all the cultural sites in Los Angeles, but because we're in Calabasas and the traffic is so bad, you can do schoolwork in the back of the bus on the way to these fucking things. And I think my parents paid, my mom, they didn't, I paid for this shitty experimental school that wasn't accredited. And so this is why I'm so stupid. Listen to the schools I go to.
Wow, so did you and Janet hang out, like were you friends or?
We were pretty friendly. Yeah.
That's nice.
She's great.
Like if you were to call her now, she would answer?
We'd have funny stories about valet professionals.
You
Wow.
would?
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke to Janet Jackson?
It was 6th grade.
No way, really?
I think so.
Sean and I did an episode of Will and Grace with Sean, and I played one of her background dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And,
a good
with Janet
episode,
Jackson, yeah.
y'all.
No, but Sean and I had a dance off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
How'd
Janet
that go?
It was
Let's
great.
go.
No, God, no.
Let's go.
I don't remember,
six,
but
seven, eight. Five, six,
Sean
seven,
has so many.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Five,
Boom.
six.
Yeah.
That was it. But you know what? That was right after Nipplegate, right?
Yeah.
And so that was nice of her to come on because she was, you know, it wasn't the best time for her.
Right.
No,
Lucille Ball.
Oh. Did you meet Lucy?
I did not.
Oh.
I did. How old do you think I am?
And then you
I'm not
ran.
suggesting you were in school bus school together.
Yeah. School.
Never met Lucy.
I never met Lucy.
All right, one more.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Never. Never.
Wow.
Never.
Well,
Never.
you've disappointed everyone.
Sorry.
Let me just toss it in the same area. Lou Ferrigno.
Yes.
I have a story about Lou Ferrigno when you're
I
done.
played
so.
the Dodgers, the greatest baseball team in the history of sports.
Wait a minute. Why would they be the greatest baseball team in the history of sports? Wouldn't it be they just be the greatest team
I
in the
haven't
history
had
of?
a great education, Jimmy.
Oh, all right.
So the Dodgers have this great celebrity baseball game every year, and I was lucky enough to play in it one year, and I somehow closed my eyes and put the bat on the ball and hit a gapper into right center field. Lou Ferrigno was playing right field, and I hit it right past the sprinting Lou Ferrigno. It hit the wall. I hit it off Tony Danza, by the way, who was throwing it. And Lou threw a seed back into the infield. There was a play at the plate. I got an inside the park home run at Dodger Stadium. It was pretty good.
Wow. Wow.
But that's a legit Lou Ferrigno story.
Yeah.
You're telling me you hit a line drive into right field and managed to get all the way home and there were no errors committed?
No, Lou had real skills. Now, Jonathan Silverman may have overthrown the home plate, but did we give you that hat and that motel keychain?
I don't know if he gave it to me. It was sitting in a pile in the room, in the prison cell you had me in before I came out here. Oh,
No.
everyone's so like, they can't see you. If they see you, they cannot see you. But meanwhile, back to the critiquing of the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
wait.
There's this big mystery of who the guest is going to be. And, you know, it's like, oh, there's so much mystery. Meanwhile, when we're listening, the name's right there on the phone.
I know, but
No.
It's only a mystery to you guys.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
that's
a mystery to us.
But that's kind of the fun.
There's no mystery for us.
Okay.
No, there's no mystery for them. For
No.
us,
Yeah,
there is.
right,
Yeah.
right, for the
Us there
listener,
is.
right.
Oh, yeah. For the people listening, there's nothing. But for you guys,
Yeah.
All right.
there's a real rush.
Really good
That's
point.
Okay.
Except on tour.
It's something that I've thought about that, but what do you want us to, we could just take the name off? Do you guys want us to take the name off so you don't know?
No.
Yeah.
Fight it out. Fight it, guys.
No, wait a minute.
But it was an idea born of laziness, and Will and I were trying to remember whose idea it was, and you're saying it's yours. I can't remember who it was, but it was basically like it was yours. Who because we didn't want to do any prep, you know. We just like if I don't know who it is, then I'm going to ask really organic questions
in
as
real
opposed
time,
to
yeah.
thinking them through.
Organic is a great word
Right?
for it.
Yeah.
What does it mean? I hear it all the time.
No, wait a minute.
You didn't learn that at a
guys-
stoplight of Wilshire?
You guys.
Hey guys, this is a long light. So,
In World War II,
You guys vacation a lot together, or not a lot, but sometimes you guys vacation.
We
a lot.
do.
Do you have any kind of crazy Jason Bateman stories from vacation?
crazy. I mean, all he
I'm
does
gonna
is
take a
listen.
lot of fire. What about some funny stories about
but
this
well,
guy on
you're
the
right.
vacation?
Yeah.
I'm normal.
He's pretty normal.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there are certain things that, I mean, it's interesting that you can be so tan in December
Well, it's February.
In England.
in England under an umbrella, and then you say you're not using any kind of a tanning
Not at all.
cream, and to prove it, and this is the best thing, he makes us look at his feet. You know what I feel like right now? We're gonna find some weird sex thing up about you that you like. You're really into like showing women your feet or something.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
And like we'll go, oh yeah,
Makes
he used
sense.
to do that with the tanning thing. And then even when we did the SmartLess podcast at the Orpheum, he took off his shoe and he quickly showed his foot to everyone.
He can't stop.
I legitimately don't do anything weird, and I'm probably very sort of boring in that way. And yes, you show the feet because people who get spray tan, and I know some people who have had it done.
Who?
And I'm not going to say Justin Theroux on the stage. Why would I? Why would I
Don
fucking say?
Ohlmeyer
Because
already.
then he's going to hear about it and he's going to be mad. So I'm just like, not going to say it, not on the show. And you can see streaks on
Yeah,
their feet.
like full Giuliani on
He's
your
got to
body.
say, you'll never catch Justin Theroux in the rain. You'll never see a photo of him in the rain.
So
Can't do it.
But I've gotten to the point now where people say you're tan, and I just say thank you.
Oh.
But I have like a real farmer's tan now. It's like a golf
Oh
tan.
yeah, you're a real farmer.
I know.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman farmer. I was thinking of, what was I thinking about? You said one of your stories. Did I tell you? Rick Springfield.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys, did I tell the story on the show about made me think of Bruce Springsteen? Did I tell you about meeting Bruce Springsteen?
No, everybody confuses.
Yeah, he
those
even
names.
made a song about it. They call me Bruce.
This is years ago. I was in New York at Barney's on like a Wednesday. This old clothing store on the Upper East Side of New York at like 11 o'clock on a Wednesday. There was nobody up there, and I see Bruce Springsteen in there.
Oh, yeah.
Clothes shopping, and he's not obviously going to try stuff on in the change room. He's just got like a pile on the counter. And he's just going to take it all home with him and then, I guess, send back whatever he doesn't like or doesn't fit or whatever, right? So, legitimately, just the two of us. So he puts it on there, and then there's a guy working at the counter and sees, and Bruce Springsteen says, hey, can I just, I just want to put this on my account.
That's a great Bruce Springsteen.
Thanks,
by the way.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I close my eyes, it's like I'm at the store
And
with
he
you.
says, and the guy goes, no problem, and he grabs the phone, and he goes,
No.
and he goes, hi, I've got Rick Springfield here. True story. And I was just behind Springsteen as this happens, and he goes, Rick Springfield, you want to? And Bruce, to his credit, Springsteen goes, it's Bruce Springsteen. And the guy's like, I mean Bruce Springsteen, and then hangs up. And then he kind of laughed, and he turned to me, and he just said, my kids would love it, it's fine. The guy was so fucking mortified, but
Wow.
yeah. It was
Got
a
all
great
the
mo-
clothes for free.
It was a great moment. Great moment.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's what closed Barney's.
That shut it down. That story closed Barney's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you're having us over tomorrow for Super Bowl. Very
Yes.
nice of
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You used to have a lot of football gatherings every weekend. Why did that stop? Did Molly get pissed off?
No. Actually, my cousin Sal, who kind of organized the whole thing,
Yeah.
took mercy on me because I was spending the whole day Saturday preparing for the Sunday.
Meaning
You cook, because Jimmy
Yeah,
cooks
'cause I cook everything.
the most incredible cooks
It's
ever.
that's so
insane.
great.
And then Sunday would be me feeding those animals.
Right.
And this went on for like 11 years, and finally he's like, this is enough. This is too much for
So
you.
you
We're not
like
doing
cooking for that many people? Don't you like maybe taking a break and having somebody cook for you? Like, do you
it.
always
Yeah.
do that?
Oh, yes. Sometimes I go to restaurants even.
What do we got tomorrow? What are you cooking up tomorrow?
Tomorrow, smoked pastrami, smoked chicken wings, My mother's making a vegan chili.
The greatest mother.
I'm making a big sandwich that has grilled zucchini and melted cheese and arugula on it. Ribs.
Can we do part of that with no zucchini in
Yeah,
the
can you
sandwich?
take the zucchini off?
Just if I can make a request.
Yeah.
No problem.
Just on a quarter of it?
Yeah.
Now, is half of that marinating right now? Like, did you prep today?
I grilled the zucchini today, yeah.
Okay.
You toss it out.
You just toss
I
it.
learned.
Wait, but what, who makes the, what, I've never even heard
Look
of
at
a
how
zucchini.
mad you are. Why are you so mad?
He gets
Because
so mad.
who's hears of a zucchini
You know why? Because he's
sandwich?
hungry.
That's
He needs popcorn.
What?
He's
why-
hungry.
Who's ever heard of a zucchini sandwich? That's terrible.
But you know how, look, he hasn't had anything to eat for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what
My
I mean?
blood sugar's dropping.
First of all,
We
Yeah.
gotta get him some food.
great, because I made it for you, number one, because you eat like a princess.
Yeah. I'm gonna go outside my comfort
Do you
zone
want me to get you
tomorrow.
some popcorn?
No, I had a bunch of, I'm not gonna crap for a
Let's
week.
get some popcorn. Can we get some popcorn?
Can we get
I just
some
wanna get
popcorn?
for
Maybe
Jason.
some
Let's get
popcorn.
some popcorn. Thanks, man.
Thank you,
Oh,
honey.
this is great. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Just bring it right over here.
Thank you. This is a good
Awesome.
friend of
Thank you.
ours.
Oh, that's
Hold on, who's that?
Wait. Can we just
Jennifer
get-
Aniston!
What?
Go this way. Talking to this.
Looking a little snacky, JB.
Yeah,
And Will,
he's looking snacky.
give me your shoes right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You want my shoes? I can no, because then I'll be shoeless.
Yeah.
No streaks.
Yeah, but there's zero tan on those feet. Zero tan on the feet.
Okay, yeah, I don't need
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. Oh my God, Jenny. Oh my God.
I
Jen,
thought
when
I
you-
heard that laugh backstage.
Jen, would you
good
grab
food
me a
delivery.
sparkling water, please? By the way, it's so funny because it was very nice when you guys applauded when I came out, when these guys came out, and it felt like real enthusiasm, and it definitely made me feel good.
I know.
And then Jennifer Aniston comes out,
I
and you're
know.
like, oh, we're a bunch of fucking slugs.
I know.
The best. The best.
There you go, buddy.
All right, so I'm gonna go outside my comfort zone tomorrow. I'm gonna have ribs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have what else? What else is,
You're
is
not gonna
off
have
the
any
cow?
of these things. So let's
No.
be honest. You're gonna sit there and pretend to be eating.
No, I eat.
So you can imagine.
To be
again,
fair, what about last night? I mean, I was just a shit pig last night. I put everything in me last night.
Yeah.
If you're
There's
videoing
almost
this,
always
if you're
a better
videoing
way-
this illegally, please put just that clip on the internet. I put everything in me last night. Thank you in advance.
And then follow it with, do I have Tubi?
Yeah. Hey, you want to know what?
Yeah.
This is true. We told some other people before. Tubi, since December, this is not a joke, has gone up 40%.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
But what's 40% on Tubi? It's like 8 people.
Who's gonna win the game tomorrow, Jimmy?
Well, I don't know.
Wait. Do you know who's playing tomorrow?
Of course I know who's playing.
Who?
Well, the Bengals and the Rams.
All right, good.
Or as everyone says all the time, the Bengals and the Rams, as if Susanna Hoffs and the gang
Yeah, I was gonna say.
are taking on Matt Stafford. And I mean, it's ridiculous. Bengals and Jaguars. Those are the two things that just make every hair on my body stand up when I'm watching football.
I want to get back to Bateman's eating for 1 second.
Yeah.
'Cause when we were on the
And
road,
that is the title of his new book, Jason Bateman, Eating for 1 Second.
when we were on the road, the food shame was off the charts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, constantly gauging. What are you having? What are you eating? I'm not going to have that now. It's way too late. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Right, John?
Yeah, and then
Well, I
he's-
get nightmares if I have it too late. You
And
eat
the
too
night-
late, the demons come.
He's the king of like, hey, I'm gonna order some dessert. I'm not eating any dessert. 3, 2, 1. What do you got there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You
he said
started,
at one
I
point,
finished
He just
it.
used that term. He said he was doing the ordering for the room service. We all stayed in the
my God.
same room on tour, every city. It was such a mistake. And and every night, and so Jason's ordering dinner one night, and he's taking the order from all of us, and then he goes, he's got the person
talking to
on
the-
the line,
Yeah.
and then he goes, and he turns to Sean and goes, what do you want, shit pig? And the person, like, imagine is like, what the fuck is going on?
To
out
the
there?
woman, and I'm like,
maniac.
I said, I'll have the spare ribs, and he goes, yeah, the pig will have some spare ribs.
It's all good fun.
It is all good fun.
See, you couldn't resist the popcorn, huh?
No,
I
you
love
can't.
it so
How
much.
can you?
Skinny Pop, the best popcorn
Yeah.
in the world.
Not-
Where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Not a sponsor. Speaking of fun, Jimmy, it's been so fun having you. Thank you for
Yes.
Jimmy!
coming and
That's
doing
it.
this.
It's over.
It's only an hour.
No, I'm fine. I'd like to watch the rest
I
of
know.
the show.
We,
So-
we
Jimmy
love
Kimmel.
you. We thank you. You're the best.
Well, thanks. I know. You know what?
Thank you for doing it.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for coming here tonight. And I also want to make one more comment about the show. If I
Yeah,
will.
go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you, Jen.
You
guys
can't do the
realize-
rest. You can't do the rest without shoes?
Go ahead, Jimmy. Yeah.
No, I love the show. I'm glad that I feel like it's so exciting to see all these people come to see you guys do this, which really came out of just a very private conversation between the three of you, and then sometimes really good and sometimes not so good guests. And and it is. I'm so happy for you, and I hope you guys are appreciative
my
of
God.
this, of the magic that this
Beyond.
is, because it is a
We are.
magical thing that these people are here. And to hear the way, the dismissive way you talk about them off the air, it's just, I just find it offensive.
I know, me
that's
too. And
all.
I tell them all the time, I find it very offensive. I'm with you.
But these are the best.
Yeah, these are the best.
They're the best, yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Thank
Jimmy
you, everybody.
Kimmel!
Thank you.
Keep it going.
Well,
Nice going.
Really
Yeah.
nice going, right? We just wanted to, it was so fun having somebody who's important to us out here for the last night. You guys are here at the last show of the tour.
yes, thank you. Thank you for being here. I've said it to Jimmy's face on his show. I say it all the time that he's one of the kindest. He really
Yeah.
is everything you think he is. He's one of the kindest, most generous people in the business, and we all love him.
And something you should know. He said, if any of our guests dropped out on this tour all over the country over this last week and a half, he says, I will get on a plane and I will fly there and I will sit
Yeah.
there. I swear to
Yeah.
God, true story.
And yeah, he jokes around a lot, but he does really have, he's just got such a squishy sort of center, and he's always the first, yeah, he really does. He's like the guy who will just always offer to help or do what, it's amazing, on top of being incredibly hilarious and just super,
And a
super
gorgeous hard candy shell on the outside.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
to food. So
Yeah.
you got to get that looked at. But anyway, so thank you guys so much. I mean, it's just been incredible.
Yeah.
I feel Sean thinking right
There's
now.
a fucking smoke coming out of his ears
Trying to
think
work
of a
on, you
vibe.
know what he's trying to do.
No, I just wish we could have spent more time with Jen, you know.
Yeah.
But she was so nice to be here.
Get out here! Get out here! Come on! Come on, yeah! Just say hi,
Hi.
everybody, and thank you for coming.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming.
And if you were,
Okay, I think this has been really a lovely, lovely evening, and I wish I could just come up with something something sort of
Like-
Just say
something to
simple,
say
something really
simple.
Something like what?
Something to say at the end of something.
Something.
Oh, like goodbye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, LA. Thank you. SmartLess is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Rob Armjarv, Bennett Barbaco, and Michael Granteri.
SmartLess.
It is every parent's nightmare unfolding in South Jersey. The search is on for an 11-year-old Cape May County boy missing since yesterday afternoon. So far, searchers have found only his left sneaker near his home.
It's hard to imagine losing a loved one, a wife, a husband, a child. For many, it's their biggest fear. I'm Marissa Jones, host of The Vanished, a podcast that tells the stories of often overlooked and unsolved missing persons cases. Every week, I dive into a new case, sharing the details of their mysterious disappearance, including interviews with family, friends, law enforcement, and even suspects, in an effort to reveal the truth. And I'm proud to say that this podcast has aided in a number of arrests. It's important to me to remember the human behind the headline and help family members find their vanished loved one, or at least a sense of peace. Follow The Vanished wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen ad-free on Amazon Music or the Wondery app.